Knoll insider Lane Hurt here with associate head coach Stan Jones. The Noles have just found out their opponent for the quarterfinals as Virginia Tech defeated Wake Forest 99-90. Coach, a different Virginia Tech team than you saw in January. Some players in the lineup, some players out of the lineup. What are your impressions of this version of the Hokies?
Well, when they have Seth Allen in the lineup, it changes the whole dynamic of the team, no matter who else they have. It's kind of deja vu all over again, as Yogi Berra said. You know, last year we played in the second game of the tournament. This will be our first game this time, though, but they're coming off to back-to-back nice playing, so hopefully that's going to be an advantage for us. We're going to have to do a really good job because they're going to play very small. We've got to impose our size, we've got to impose our athleticism and our length on them, and do a really good job trying to disrupt their offense. They're scoring at a high clip.
You obviously mentioned Seth Allen, a big-time scorer for them. A guy who's really stepped up in the last several games, Ty Outlaw. How has his development kind of changed in giving them another scoring option?
Well, Outlaw is a tremendous three-point shooter. We are going to have to do a great job of making him be a two-point player. We can't let him sit behind the three-point line and get the space that he's been getting in the last few games, and in particular tonight against Wake Forest. We've got to make him dribble the basketball and try to do something and score tough twos. You mentioned something in your first comment. Hokies play 6 or 7 guys right now because injuries have hit them at times this year pretty hard. Florida State has played 12 to 13 guys at times this year. How can depth play a factor against a team who is playing a second time in 2 nights? Well, it can be an advantage, and I think in these types of situations, I think this is where a team like ours is built to have some success if we can get off to a good start. If we let Virginia Tech, who's playing with a little rhythm like they played in the second half tonight, get off to a good start, that fatigue factor may go away for them. But if we can really get in there early and grind it and work and be physical and let our depth get in there and continue to rotate bodies on them and not let them spurt out on us, I think it could be an advantage to us.
There you have it, Seminole fans. The Noles versus the Hokies, 7 p.m. on Thursday, and of course we'll have everything you need from that game, highlights and post-game reaction as Florida State looks to make a run in the ACC tournament. For Coach Jones, I'm Lane. Go Noles. Go Noles.